So in the first question, candidates were asked if they could be able to, that was basically question 1. Let's see. Question 1, what were candidates asked to say in question 1? And this is FebMarch, so let me just write here FebMarch 2026 058 0 paper 42. Yeah, so the first question candidates were asked to write here is to question 1. Candidates were asked to write the number 7.25 million. 7.25 million. 7.25 million. How can you write this in figures? 7.25 million. So that's going to be 7.25 times 10 raised to power 6, which is going to be what? Which is going to translate to 7.25 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you cancel 2 zeros for these 2 decimal here. Sorry, just move this one. So this is going to be, these 2 zeros will cancel 1, 2. So we shall have 7, 2, 5. Then we write 4 zeros like that. So, and at that point, candidates were supposed to get 1 mark by writing 7.25 million. The question was saying 7.25 million in figures. That was the first question. And I believe most students, when they saw this, they were very happy. They could smile because this was quite a straightforward question. There was most students could be able to answer. So I believe that was quite easy to most candidates. So let's get to see what is the next question that most candidates will be asked. Yeah. Yes, I can see this is this guy by the name 445 Adar Menon. Hi, how are you? Hey, you okay? Just trying to look at some of the questions that were tested in this particular exam, May, June, March rather. The next question that was also tested was this question whereby students were given this diagram. This question 2 was testing on angles. And then students were told to complete some of this was 90 degrees. And there was a line running like that. Can you see how easy the question was? And then we have an angle running like that. That angle was labeled as y degrees. And then we have C here. Okay, then this angle here was labeled as 75. 75. And this is basically x. This is x. Yeah. This was A, B, B, C is this point. I believe that's a bit clear so that you can be able to see how the question was. And then let's see what was the question that was asked. ABC is the right angle triangle. ADB and DCE are straight lines. Angle ADC is 74 degrees. ADC is 74 degrees. Find the value of x and y. So basically we're supposed to find the value of x and y. So the first thing that this kind is what to remember is that if this is 74, if this 74, this is 90, we can be able to find this angle here, which is going to be 180 minus 90 plus 74, so that we can be able to know what this angle could be. This angle here will be what? So this will be 180 minus 164. So if we can subtract that, we're going to get what? If we just subtract this 180 minus 164, what does it give you? 16. Yeah, this gives you 16 degrees. So meaning that this angle is 16. Then this line that is going here is going all the way to E. Let me just move this a little bit. Yeah. So this moving all the way to E. DCE is a straight line. DCE is a straight line. So being a straight line, if we want to find y, we are going to say is 180 minus this angle 16 degrees. So that's how we shall be able to remove that. So meaning that this is going to be 180 minus 16, which is going to be equals to 164 degrees. So this angle here is 164. So once you have that as 164, ideally it would be very easy also for us to, we can also find x. X is going to be 180 minus 74, because this angle here is 74, so x is just next here. So we can be able to find that angle as well. Yeah. So this is going to be what? 180 minus 74, which is going to translate to 106. So this is equals to 106 degrees. So those are the angles that candidates were supposed to work out in this particular exam, and that is being question what? That is our question number 2. Then in question 3, candidates were asked to calculate and give their answer correct to one decimal place. And what were they asked to calculate? They were told to calculate 10 minus 7 over 8 raised to power 3 times 2. This is the question that they were basically asked to answer. Yeah? They were asked to answer that question. What do you think you could be able to do whenever you are given a question like that? If you are given a question like that, can you be able to do it? That's what candidates were asked. So we can say this 10 minus into 7 over. I can straight away put this into the calculator so that I can be able to go ahead and work it out. This is going to be what? 10. This is the calculator paper, so 7 over 8 raised to power 3 times 2. This is going to correct to 1 decimal place. This is going to be 8.7. That is 8.7 as the final answer in that particular question. So that is what candidates were supposed to work out, and that was to be awarded 2 marks. 2 marks for you to do that. Huh? Okay, let's get to see which other question was asked here. In question number 4, the exchange rate between pounds and dollars is exchange rate. This question was on exchange rate. So in this exchange rate, we were given 1 pound is equivalent to $1.28. The exchange rate between pounds and rupees is that 1 pound is equals to 115 rupees. Yeah, so on exchange rate, that's the information that was provided. And then a computer costs 567. Computer costs $567. Calculate the cost of the computer in rupees. Cost in rupees. That's what candidates were supposed to calculate. Calculate the cost in rupees. So if we have that, the first thing that candidates were supposed to do in this particular question is to convert these dollars that are here into pounds. Convert them into pounds. So that's why we were to say 1 pound is equals to how many dollars? $1.28. What about $567 will be equivalent to what? Okay, so which means this is going to be 567 times 1 pound divided by $1. Dollar and dollar will cancel out. Dollar and dollar will cancel out. Then that is going to, oh sorry, cross multiplication, this is going to be $1.28. Huh? So which means that it will be 576 divided by 1.28. 576 divided by 1.28, which is going to be equivalent to 450 what? Pounds. But 1 pound is equals to 115 rupees. Now based on that, it means number of rupees we're going to have here is going to be what? Cost in rupees is going to translate to 450 times 115. And if you work out this value, you are going to get this value times 115, which is going to be 51,750 rupees as the cost of this particular computer that the candidates were being asked in this particular exam. So this question was on exchange rate. That's what the candidates were supposed to do in that question. Okay, so we need to proceed to question number 5. Question 5, we get to see what topic was it and what was being tested. We're told that Nisha flies from Mumbai to New York. The journey takes 16 hours, 18 minutes. Journey, 18 hours. I think I need to. Journey is 16 hours. 16 hours. 18 minutes. That's the journey. The flight from Mumbai departs from Mumbai. So if we are having Mumbai here, departure is 11:50. Local time in Mumbai is 10. This is local time is 10.5 hours ahead of New York. It's ahead of New York. Find the local time in New York when Nisha flight arrives. Find local time in New York when Nisha arrives. So departure time from Mumbai for Nisha is that. Departure time for is that. Local time in Mumbai is 10.5 hours ahead of New York. Now, if the journey takes 16 hours, 18 minutes, find the local time in New York when Nisha arrived in that city. So, what do you think we are going to do in this question? We try to work it out. Yeah, so what do you think you are going to do in order to work out that question? So the first thing that we're going to do is local time in New York when Nisha started or departed Mumbai. So we are going to say local time in New York. Local time in New York when Nisha depart Mumbai is going to be 11:50. We subtract 10:30. So if we subtract, we're going to get 1 hour 20. 1:20. Nisha arrives. Arrival time therefore now for Nisha. Arrival would be equals to 0, 1, 20 plus now the time taken duration, which is 16, 1, 8. If you work it out, you get 17:38. 17:38 as the time taken. So basically, that's what you will do in that question. That's exactly what you're going to do in order to work out that question. The plane flies a distance of 1280 kilometers. Calculate the average speed. So distance is equals to 12800 km. Calculate the average speed in kilometers per hour. So this is going to be, this is part B of question 5. Average speed is going to be equals to distance over time, and that is going to be 12800 divided by 1618 over 60, and if you work it out, you're going to get 78. That's going to be 785 kilometer per hour. So if you work it out, you're going to get 785 kilometer per hour. So yeah, that is question 5 already. We have seen question 1, question 2. We have seen question 3. We have question 4 that was testing on this is question 5. Question 4 is the one that was testing on the exchange rate. Question 5 was testing on time taken. Yeah, and part B of that, question 5. Now let's move to question number 6. Question number 6, the question was testing on probability. So we are talking of a bag contains yellow counters, blue counters, and red counters. Yellow counters, blue counters, and red counters. The probability that he takes yellow counter is 27. So probability for yellow, 27%. Probability takes blue counter, blue is 3/5. Find the probability that he takes a red counter. Red. Probability red is what? That was the question that was being asked there. So what you need to know is that probability for red is going to be 1 minus probability for yellow plus probability for blue. That's what candidates were supposed to do in that question. So in that case, it will be 1 in minus 27/100 plus 3/5. Then if you work it out, 1 minus into bracket 27/100, because it was expressed as a percentage, plus 3/5. So if you work it out, you're going to get 13/100. So the answer for that case was 13/100. See, that was 27, 3/5. Is it the case? 3/5. Yeah, so we can just leave it there. Question 7. Now the question was on algebra. we are given p squared is equals to r squared minus 8t. Make t subject. Make t subject. Yes, so how do you think, what will you do? Suppose you are given that question. Suppose you are given that question, what will you do? If you are given such a question, what could you do? So to make t the subject, we are going to say this is going to be 8t is equals to r squared minus p squared divided by 8 divided by 8. So t is going to translate to r squared minus p squared over 8. And that's pretty straightforward question that we are supposed to find. Question 8 is talking about prism. Prism has 6 lines of symmetry. Question 8. Question 8. Prism has 6 lines of symmetry. Cross section of the prism is a regular polygon. Write down the name of this regular polygon. So we can say here for student to answer this one is that if it has 6 lines of symmetry, then we can say for a regular polygon, number of sides equals to number of symmetry, which means 6. So if it's a 6, then it means this is what? An hexagon. This is an hexagon. Yeah, so we shall do part 2 of this.